Hi guys. Okay, I just want to start because I want you to see. You see, we came from the Dung Gate over there. The city of David is somewhere down there. This is Siloam. This is the Mount of Olive here. And now this is the road who goes all around. And now we're going up here, going very close, you see, to the east side. East side of the Temple Mount. Okay, so behind that is the Temple Mount. And here is a Muslim cemetery, because they were saying that he might have, when Messiah come, he won't want to go in a Muslim cemetery, but this will not be a problem for the Messiah. He's above all of that, but I understand it's because of purity. Like the Kohen, the Kohanim, the priest, they are not allowed to come here. Now, you see, this is like the Mount of Olive. We went to blow the shofar the first time over there. Okay, there is some Jewish people living over there. If you can see, there is a flag, and there is also some Jewish people living somewhere over there. I think is over there. Okay, there is a bigger community, a Jewish community living on the Mount of Olive, which is called Har Hazetim. And also, you can see all the tomb. And the tomb, they repair a lot of the tomb all around there. He wasn't like that a few years ago. They've done a lot of work. They were nice on the top, above the buses, but they weren't so nice at the bottom. So they've done a lot of work to repair all of that. And you can walk. It's a nice walk. You see over there. From the city of David, there is also, you can see a monument there. There is I can't remember now. There is the tomb of Absalom, I think. And I can't remember suddenly. But there is some very important monument that you can see at the bottom there. And when you go there, it's very special. I haven't been for a while. I've been once where it was springtime and it was beautiful. There is a lot of buses, knowing that there is no tourists coming out of Israel, but there is some tourists from Israel coming here in Israel. So maybe they are from there. If you look again after on over there, okay, I'm going to show you over there. There is something there very far away. This is French Hill, Mount Scopus, where the university, part of the university is over there, and French Hill is somewhere over there. Now, you know that a lot of people have been buried here because they know that the resurrection will start from this place. And so they will be the first resurrected. So it's very important for them to be there. It's very exciting, to be here. And I'm with you and you are with us, okay? We are together. We are partnering together. There is a lot of things that are happening. This is the Church of All Nations also over there, like you can see, with the front there. And behind is the Orthodox Russian church, I think. I'm not so very good at that. And after there is the other one over there is Flavius. I'm not so good with all the name. I need to see them written to say, yeah, this is the right. Is they call that is where Jesus was crying on the Mount of Olive. And anyway, this is a beautiful place. very important place. You know, you read it in Zechariah 14. And there is a place behind, but you can't see it, where there is a place in, Pater Noster is a church, funny enough, who belongs to the French territory. French people. I guess they bought it or something like that. And there is a cave, and they say that is where Yeshua was speaking to his disciple about the last days. And you see why in the last days. And when you see what's happening right now, isn't it amazing? We are walking together, guys. What is very important is like all these days, you know what's happening with the United Emirates, Arab Emirates, who are just recognizing Israel now. There is a lot of amazing things happening. And I just read in the news that 22 other Arab countries are waiting, and they are kind of jealous of the United Arab Emirates, because they are going to be able to do some business with Israel. So you see, it's like the world balance is going to be totally different. The Middle East is becoming more important. And it's just amazing. Now, if you go a bit further, again, somewhere over there, you have the place, you know, there is some archaeological things from the temple when everything was damp by some Muslim people dig under the Temple Mount and make a big mosque. So they had a lot of paper, and so they had a lot of dirt and things like that, but also they find some amazing artifacts, archaeological things. So it's very important, and people are working over there regularly, young people and different teams, and because of that they have discovered that the temple was even more beautiful than they were expecting. And there was like some marble from all around the world and all of that. So it's just very special. You can see Yehuda over there with somebody is filming and his wife. And we're going to blow the shofar there. Very nice things behind me. Let me put on the other side. You will see behind me over there. There is 2 policemen who are with us, which is really nice. So we know that we are safe, okay, and this is at it. So Joan, hi. Janet, hi. Edward, hi. Wonderful to be with you. And we're going to try to set also a tripod today, so because when we blow the shofar, obviously we can have the phone in our hands. And this is here, the Golden Gate, okay? Isn't it exciting? And which is called also Shar Achamim, the gate of misericord, of mercy, okay? And I don't know all the story about it. Yehuda no more, because he's done the study for archaeology, for being a tour guide. Joan, you asked me, is that work is new? No, it's not. It always been, but not so many people are using this way. But I've been 1 or twice, and I blow the shofar also here, funny enough, with some friends. But it's very special today because we are doing it like Jews and believers together, okay? And so it's very, very special. That's it. They say that the gate is the gate for the Messiah, as you said, Joanne. I don't know what Yehuda knows about that. It will be interesting. Maybe he will say things about it. But you see, it's quite amazing, because if you look, the Church of All Nations is just opposite it. And the Mount of Olives is there. And when you look after behind the Mount of Olives is the desert. So you see, for the people, for the Jewish people, is like coming here is like very special, because it's like the place of resurrection and the place of judgment, and after is the desert. So Jerusalem is just at the border of the desert. Okay, so now I'm going to try to put that, but we need to put it high, isn't it? If we go over there to blow, but maybe they don't want. Okay, we're just looking how to put the tripod, because we want you to be able to hear at the same time, but I don't want to damage the view of Yehuda when he's putting all the things. So anyway, it's exciting to be here. Down over there with the dome, the red dome, is the church of Stephen. And you know, it was the one Stephen was martyred, and I guess maybe he was stoned around that place. I'm not so good. I mean, it's like I don't want to say a silly thing, but I think it was that. Okay, it's just go back to your book and look at all of that, and you will know. But I like this. Isn't it amazing? We are in Israel together, and we are living monumental time, historical time. Mart, I will put it more down. Yeah, just like if somebody. Okay.
So, is the Golden Gate?
Yes. Take your mask out so people can hear you.
That's it. The gate, the famous Golden Gate, and I think it's the first time for the Shofar it's blown outside the Golden Gate on the outside the temple.
I did it already.
In this kind of fashion.
Yes, that's it.
With the rabbi.
Yes, yes.
The difference is that it's Jewish Christians working together.
Mm-hmm.
So that's different. Yes, it's been blown before, but it's not been together.
I know, Laurie, is wonderful to be with you. Daniel, is wonderful to have you too. Janet, great to be with you. And there is somebody arriving here, and I know he was with us as the gate of the tribes, so I think he's coming to be with us. We said that the appointment was at 5:30. I don't know what time is it right now, but I just wanted, you know, to take the time for you. Yeah, I've said it, and like last time, do you remember we were somewhere over there? Wait, we're somewhere over there. Yeah, to blow it, and you know there is a place. There is the grave of Yehuda, Eliezer ben Yehuda. You see, I can bring the things a bit closer. You see the mosque on your right, and there is just next to it. I'm going to try to show you somewhere there. This is the place of the tomb the grave, of Eliezer ben Yehuda and his family. Hi, Sharla. Isn't it exciting to be together? Harry, hi.
Joyce, how are you?
I know. It's good to take the mask out, isn't it, John? Because you want to be able to hear everybody. So somebody is coming again here. Good. So I'm being a bit more people. But it doesn't matter. We don't need to be so many people.
Like Gideon,
yeah. This is Martin speaking. Take your mask out. Like you don't need it. We want to hear you. Joanne is saying, take your mask off. It's nice.
I have to have it by law, Joanne.
Yes, I know, Laurie. Isn't it amazing? We passed by before parking the car, and we saw all these buses, and we're like, oh my gosh. I guess is buses, or they are parked there, like tourist buses and a place for parking, because there isn't so much movement. But I was like you. I was like, wow, so many, and there is no tourists from outside of Israel, which is again, you know, very special in one way. Is God is in charge of what's happening. You know, He's the driver in the seat now. And I was listening again something today, and it's like, yes, He's the one, He's the master, He's the king. And you know, when we blow the shofar, it's a coronation of the king, and it's what we're doing. So it's very special. Somebody coming again. No, it's not Robert. No, I think it's his other friend. And I guess Robert is coming too. Oh, what is his name? Is it Yehuda also? Is it right? I can't remember his name. I have to remember. Yes, we hope that the tourists will come again. But you know, is that God is doing something very special with the people. So here we go. And my brother is with me. Hi, Emric. Wonderful to have you. Super de t'avoir. Super de t'avoir, Emric. Regarde, t'es avec nous sur le mont des Oliviers. Okay? Exactly, you're right, Janet. It's like a pure time, it's a holy time. It's like God is doing something, and it's how it is. So I was telling you over there, is French Hill, is the university, and they are doing some digging somewhere more underneath. There is the Mormons, I think. There is like the arcs that you see. I think it's the Mormons University or something like that. Behind over there, there is some hospital. This is on the top is like Arab corner people. There is a flag of Israel there, and it's like people living there, Jewish people. And there is a big hotel over there. We've been in this hotel many years ago. And you see all the tomb. And over there after is Siloam, and behind is the city of David. And if you go behind over there, we can't see, but if you were looking high, is the desert, the Judean desert. Okay? So there is more people coming here. We're going to blow the shofar. Okay, let me organize. Mart. Yeah. Yeah, but it's okay. We can put all together because it's good. Yeah. Now I wonder, but I don't want to spoil the thing with that.
No, you're not gonna. Yehuda's gonna be standing right here, and we're gonna be standing up there.
Okay.
But
So we can.
You wanna hear?
Yeah, we want to hear it, but I think if Yehuda speak.
Right?
No, I didn't. But no. But if we hear Yehuda and the blowing of the shofar, they will hear it. So I think it's fine. So we need, Mart, you need to put it like maybe that's it. Where?
Right here, Dima's gonna be. Dima's gonna be right
Okay.
down here.
Okay. So we leave it there. Because I don't want. Yeah, I don't want to spoil the view.
אני לא ראיתי את זה.
Yes, we're all here, standing here. You know, get up with...
He's looking.
No. Are you walking? You can't get up those steps.
Okay, if you want to use that, use that.
Down, to the next step, those steps go up and down. You found out the hard way. You got to walk another 5 minutes south, the direction you drove in, and then come back a set of stairs up there. You probably passed the stairs. gonna take you back down. Another set of stairs. We're gonna walk back up along the northern side. I'm standing on the wall. Now we're standing at the Golden Gate. I don't know if I can even see. The Golden Gate is part of the wall. You see it.
Sorry.
Once you're all there,
Downstairs.
Yeah.
then you're
Looks
gonna
like there's two
so nothing
archways
like this
on
is
the
gonna
wall.
happen.
When we get up there to the Muslim cemetery, don't think you can get there from the front.
It hurts, right? It hurts. It's an actual
So
pain.
we walked up the stairs and we went up and it took us down.
He's like a baby.
Gotta walk to the
Yeah,
end.
it's like a baby.
Yeah.
He's there. Everybody's here. Everybody's here. They're waiting for you. No, waiting for you. Okay, so it should take you about less than 10 minutes to walk up here. Well, he came up there. We dropped us off, so there's no way to walk there from.
You can walk from the Lions Gate.
All right, he's not by the Lions Gate. He's past Lions Gate. So
Yes, Lions Gate, so you can.
right.
First parking spot, you can go in
He
there.
already parked his down. It's coming up. That's where
Okay,
he dropped us off
guys.
over here. We had to walk up and down.
Yes, you are looking at East Jerusalem. Yes, we are like kind of east of Jerusalem. Hadass? Is it okay?
What?
Is it okay? Huh?
Not yet.
Not yet? Ay. I was speaking with...
Who's back?
Oh, yes, I will say hello to Robert. It's not Robert right now here. It's another friend, I think. Robert? No, Robert is not there. This is his friend. He's coming with the car. Laurie. Yes, so we are looking at East Jerusalem. We are in East Jerusalem, okay? I was speaking with Hadas, and the camera fell. Move that like somewhere there. We're still waiting for more people. I know his friends, Laurie, looks very much like him, but it's not him. He's parking. We are always very careful to arrive early. But Israelis are not always exactly at the time. I don't know. I wonder if I stop it for a while and that we will do it again. Wait, maybe, do you want to say a few things, Martin?
I don't know what Natalie said, but the importance is really that it's the first time for people to come together.
Okay, yeah. Put that on the corner. Not in the middle. Not in the middle.
Because it says, "Blow the shofar in Zion, sound the alarm on my holy mountain." And this is behind. This is the holy
Is
mountain.
it in? Where is
Even
it
where we're
written?
standing,
Mm-hmm.
in the book of Joel, and it says in the book of Joel to blow the shofar on the holy mountain, sound the alarm on my holy mountain. So this is the idea, to blow the shofar. It's you can see a lot more information at the National Foundation about what we're doing, and it's very exciting to be with you today.
The camera is dead. Okay, we're having a problem with the camera over there.
So
Yeah, you can speak.
yeah,
You can.
this is where the Muslims have built a cemetery. So it's a Islamic cemetery. You can see the graves. Some people say that it's because they want to block Messiah coming, but I don't think that's going to be an issue for Messiah. I hope you can hear me okay. There's some fantastic landmarks around here. I mean, this is an area probably many of you may have even visited. We have the Mount of Olives and the Church of All Nations. Russian Patriarch is there. And then, of course, the graveyard on the Mount of Olives. And
Oh, okay. You need to speak louder. You need to
Yeah.
speak louder.
Okay, so I don't want to shout.
No, you don't need to shout. But they said they can't hear Martin very well.
No, it's we have to, you know, it's the thing is, folks, it's a bit tricky because we are in East Jerusalem, so we have to be very wise. It's not a place we can shout. But anyway, but anyway, why is it that there are all these?
Do you
graves
hear him
on there?
better? Do you hear him better
I
now?
have to stand next to the mic because we
Okay,
don't have
so
the
let me
microphone.
turn. Okay. Have it
Okay.
in your hand.
Okay. So I'll talk for a little bit. So you, wait a minute, if I go that way around, you can see the graveyard behind me. And why is it that there's a graveyard on the Mount of Olives? Why is that built there? Well, that's because this is the place the Jewish people believe that the Messiah is coming and the resurrection is coming. And this is the place where we believe the Messiah came. So it's very exciting to be here. It's not a place we come so often, and it's a privilege to be with you today to show you a bit about it. The Golden Gate is an amazing gate. It's not the original, by the way, but it is the Golden Gate, and this is where it's all going to happen. What's around here? There's all sorts of things around here. We have the East Jerusalem, and we have. Over there, there's a Israeli property right on the top. Oops, I have to go that way around. I don't know if you can see that behind me, but there's an Israeli property right on the top of the Mount of Olives. And we have with us the Israeli police who are looking after us today. And we're now waiting to do the blowing because we have the border police. We're now waiting to do the filming because there's a technical issue, so we apologise. It's taking a bit longer than usual. I'll pass you back to Natalie.
Hi guys. I don't know. Maybe are you ready to wait for a while? Okay, so maybe I walk a bit on the other side, and I'll show you. Okay, this is the Golden Gate, as you can see. And we are going northeast, okay? And when you go at the end of this path, you arrive close to the to the gate of the Lion's Gate, okay? And if you remember, we were blowing the shofar in the gates of the tribes, and the gate of the tribes is just on the other side of the wall. Yeah, that's it. Where you can see something like a camera on the top. This is where the lion gates are. And so you see again the university, Jerusalem University over there, and you can see the Church of All Nations with a little road going up. I took it once, it was fun. And there is another road. Oh no, yeah, you can go there where you see the cars going down, and you can turn on the right and go on a little road up, and you arrive on the top of the Mount of Olives. And sometimes you see a donkey going over there, and usually the tourists can go also from up and down. Now, if you go all the way up, we can't see because the tree is there. Let me walk a bit more, and I will show you. There is some very famous tomb over there, just under the hotel there, and you go down by some steps, and there is the tomb of Haggai and Malachi. Yes, you heard well. Haggai and Malachi. Isn't it amazing? And this was the last prophets in the Tanakh. And the tomb is over there, and it's looked after. I think this is the okay, we have to go back. We're going to see what's happening. Robbie, Natalie, do the Muslims still meet inside the Gate of Mercy? Yes, you're right, Robin. Yes, they do. They do. But they are not as crazy as they were. I mean, they were a bit.
Here.
We're in a graveyard, so it's right by.
We're just going to do a rerun. We're just going to have a rerun, but it's going to be a rehearsal and then again. Now, all of us is standing right here. You see that little porch? We're going to be all standing there with our shofar. And we'll be holding the shofar this way. I'm going to show you in a second. Yehudah is going to be standing right here. And so there's going to be some sort of a visual effect of not just the gate so far, but people, a person like Yehuda, us, and then layers of visuality. So that's what we're going to do, all right? So let us all stand there. And with a shofar, just a shofar. We can just leave everything here since the cups are here. We don't have to worry. And we can just leave everything here. Just a shofar and up here.
Okay, so guys, we're getting ready. We're getting ready. I hope you will be able to see properly. Matt? Oh, okay.
If you can, please, before you go, just put your phones on silent.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. I hope you will be able to see.
Yeah, it's a little bit on the camera.
It's a bit higher.
What the sound will be like.
Okay, so I hope that you are going to hear us.
You just lip sync. It doesn't matter. It's visual.
Yeah.
Adas?
Yeah, everybody's
It's better.
This is your shofar?
Well,
It's Robert.
Oh, that's Robert's shofar?
yeah.
Which one?
Everybody has a shofar?
Yeah.
Do you, David got a shofar?
What's that?
Emmanuel also needs a shofar?
Okay, wait a minute.
It just needs spraying on the top.
Oh, this is great. Robert.
Here, there's a. Joyce, you have the spray bottle? You guys are, sorry guys, I ran up here and I left it in the car.
No, we can't do Corona. Wait a second, I have alcohol.
Yeah, alcohol. You have a little. You have the. Okay. Okay. I guess you get to use your. You get to use. David, you get to use yours because we need that. He needs one.
Oh, perfect.
Okay.
If there's any alcohol left.
Now, do you,
I doubt. Nope.
Hadash? You have one? You have a shofar?
Anyone has water? I don't have shofar.
There. I brought one for you here.
Put a little bit of water. No, the water. Just a bit of water.
Trying to bring it back to life. But this is the right place to bring things back to life.
Right. Alright, so this is yours. This is yours. No, which one is yours? Which one is your shofar?
He's flying this one.
All right, so you come down. Right there, everyone.
And then yours, there should be one in that bag there.
This one? What does it say here?
Line of Judah.
That's the horn of a lion?
Yeah, that's.
I never knew that lions had horns. Martin, you're too far over there. Come here. What we see is the back. We don't do Shofar. You have to pick the Shofar.
Look again, look again.
אל תתחיל אותו, כל שנייה כדי שזה ייכנס לשידור.
One second, we're on live. 1 second. Shalom, everybody. We are here today at the gate, the Golden Gate, known as the Shar HaRachamim, the Gate of Mercy. Throughout centuries, Jews who would come from the exile would stand over here and they would be praying to God and they would wanting to enter from here. Now, if you look a little further to the south, that could be the original Eastern Gate, but this has been here since the Roman period. This is the Golden Gate. But what's important to understand, we are standing here today because we are hoping and praying that this will be the shofar of redemption. We are today marking in the Middle East a historical day. For the first time, leaders of Israel flew to the United Arab Emirates directly and began a process of peace with the Arab world. peace of strength, peace for peace, peace with people who want peace, not peace with enemies, peace as the Bible teaches us about peace. And we hope and pray today from here that this will be a beginning of an eternal peace, of a godly peace, and the beginning of a redemption peace. And today, as we stand here, and we think of Psalm 47, where all the nations will be blowing to God, and we're going to have the coronation of God and not the coronavirus. We're going to be announcing God's kingdom, and all nations will be announcing God's kingdom. So from here, I want us to raise our voice up to Hashem with the voice of Hashem, the eternal Shofar voice.
זה הכל נסגר.
Huh?
עכשיו מוקלט? אז נעשה שוב. Okay. Shalom. Today we are blowing the shofar at the gate, the Golden Gate, the gate of mercy. The gate that for centuries and centuries, people who were coming to Jerusalem would pour out their cries to God and would beg to God for the days of redemption. And here we are today. We are lucky and privileged to be living in the days of redemption. As a matter of fact, today itself is a historical day. For the first time, a delegation of leaders from Israel flew directly to the Arab Emirates and began the talks and for a covenant and a treaty between Israel and the Arab world. Yes, the Bible tells that there are sometimes that nations surround Jerusalem in siege, but there are sometimes that nations surround Jerusalem to announce the kingdom of God. Today, we are here in the footsteps of Psalm 47, the psalm that the nations announce the coronation of God. The nations announce the kingdom, the dynasty of God over the world. And over here today, we are standing here today with 10 people blowing the shofar at the gates of the Lord, calling that the shofar should be a shofar of redemption, a shofar of victory of God, a shofar of the liberty of the world, a shofar of announcing peace in the world. And from here today, we are calling out that God should hear the sound of the shofar. It should hear the prayers from the inner, and we should hear the shofar of God, the shofar of peace and redemption. So, is there no sound here now?
live.
Is it on? Oh, there's
Yeah,
a
we're
video.
gonna do
If
it.
it's not live, Yehudah, if it's not live, you want to be a second.
No, it isn't. Okay.
It's not live, a second? Okay. Right after the tekiot, you're speaking or you're singing or you're davening. What should we expect?
I hope you can my brother. We stopped at the I'm starting from the beginning. Hold on from the beginning. Just tell me the word name. Is it coronation? Coronation. I keep getting stuck with the coronation. Okay.
Corona, that's
That's right. No, I want the coronation.
Go back to that.
It's good. I'll get the fit. Come in the match. Shalom to all the people that are joining us worldwide. I hope we managed to overcome the technical problems. Here we are standing at the gates, at the Eastern Golden Gate, the Gate of Mercy. We waited thousands of years. A few more minutes is not what's going to block us, but now we're here. We are here with 10 people standing and blowing the shofar at the Gate of Mercy. The gate that throughout centuries and centuries people would come here to pour their hearts in front of God and to beg Him for redemption, for the return of the Jewish people from the exiles. They were praying here for the peace of the world. They were praying here for no more war. Today, we are privileged to be living in a time where the redemption is in process. We are living in a time where the state of Israel is standing strong. We are living in a time where Israel is a modern, flourishing country. The Jews have come back from exile. And today, very much today, is a historical day in the region. For the first time, leaders of the state of Israel have gone in a delegation to the Arab Emirates, United Arab Emirates, and have signed a path, opening a path towards world peace, towards a time where the region will be living peacefully and all the nations will benefit from Israel. And this is no better proper time than to stand over here and to announce the coronation of God, the coronation of God to defeat the corona, the coronation of God by all nations, to recognize the God of Israel, the God of the universe, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the God. And we are here today blowing the shofar, hoping that the shofar today will be a shofar of peace, a shofar of victory of God, a shofar of the coronation of God, a shofar of the redemption, a shofar of a new biblical era where people from all over the world will be blessed from Israel. So thank you for all those who are joining us around the world. We will be going ahead right now with the shofar blowing at the gate, the Golden Gate, the direction of the entrance to the temple, hoping our voices and sounds will be heard by the Lord, the Almighty, the Lord God, and hoping that we will be able to hear His voice. The sound of the shofar from Sinai to the sound of the shofar from the Messiah. Together, stand together, right over here at the entrance to the Temple Mount. Down the entrance to Zion. Let the shofar blow on Zion. Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Adonai Melech, Adonai Malach, Adonai Yimloch Leolam Vaed. Adonai Melech, Adonai Malach, Adonai Yimloch Leolam Vaed. Adonai Melech, Adonai Malach, Adonai Yimloch Leolam Vaed. God is King, the Lord is King, the Lord was King, and the Lord will be King forever and ever. The Lord is King, the Lord was King, and the Lord will be King forever and ever. The Lord is King, the Lord was King, and the Lord will be King forever and ever. Adonai Yehudah Elohim, Adonai Yehudah Elohim, Adonai Yehudah Elohim. We are now announcing today the global shofar blowing, which will be taking place in the 10 days between the day of Truah, Rosh Hashanah, and the Day of Atonement, Yom Kippur. We will be blowing the shofar worldwide. We'll be posting the shofar blowing all worldwide, and we will be putting the hashtag of Let the Shofar Blow on Zion. We're going to be blowing it in 100 different countries in the world. We're going to all be calling to allow us to blow the shofar on Zion, the shofar of redemption. We're going to be calling here, we're going to be signing a petition. You can go into Shalom Jerusalem Foundation Facebook page, and you can calling the world, calling the government of Israel to allow us to blow the shofar on Zion, as it was in the time of the prophet Joel, as he called when there was an unprecedented crisis in the world. Joel said, blow the shofar on Zion. We're going to blow the shofar on Zion. And before we conclude today, Robert, blowing the shofar of the coronation of God. Robert, please go ahead. Shofar. You can even purchase your own shofar there. You can even purchase a shofar just like this one. Go into shalomjerusalem.org/shofar and join the global shofar blowing this year, 5781 2020, here from Jerusalem. You can buy your shofar from Jerusalem, from Shofar So Good. Go into shalomjerusalem.org/shofar and you'll be able to buy your Jerusalem shofar. Next year we'll sing in the rebuilt Jerusalem. Next year we will be here in the rebuilt Jerusalem. Healthy Jerusalem rebuilt.
Hi guys, I hope that you heard enough things. I'm bringing it closer now. Whoops. So you can be with us. Thank you for being with us all the time. It's been a long time. I had few trouble with the cameras. And that's it. It's finished. Wonderful to be with you. And we say shalom, shalom from Yerushalayim. Bye friends. Bye.